Hello, Commanders fans. Today we have some hot news that you can't miss. So before we start, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell to stay up to date with all the news, and leave that like that strengthens our community. Now, without further ado, let's go straight to today's news. Jonathan Allen remains patient after overcoming significant hurdle in recovery. Jonathan Allen's return to practice on Wednesday brought great relief and optimism to the Washington Commanders. Despite his progress, there are still hurdles to overcome before the defensive tackle is ready to play in a competitive environment. Few believed Allen had any chance of returning in 2024, especially after the significant injury he suffered in Week 6 against the Baltimore Ravens, a torn biceps. Fortunately, the diagnosis revealed that it was a partial tear, which opened a window of possibility. With his usual determination, Allen approached his initial rehab with full focus, rekindling the hope of seeing him on the field in the decisive moments of the season. Coach Dan Quinn did not hide his surprise when discussing Allen's progress. While there are still goals to be met before he can return to playing at a high level, the mere fact that he is participating in practice and showing explosiveness is a source of great encouragement. Allen, a symbol of resilience and leadership for the Commanders. Jonathan Allen, as always, has maintained his humble and hard-working demeanor. He is focused on contributing to the team in any way he can while taking the recovery process one day at a time. His gradual return to practice shows the exceptional effort he has put into his rehabilitation. "I just wanted to work quietly and keep going until I get a real opportunity. I think the goal right now is to go out and feel comfortable. Today was a good first day, but that's it. We'll take it one day at a time. My focus has always been on helping the team in any way I can, and that's what I'm focused on right now." Jonathan Allen via Commanders.com. If Allen can return for Washington's penultimate home game of the season, it would be a monumental feat, however. Expecting him to immediately resume his previous role with a heavy load of snaps would be unfair and unrealistic, given the length of time he has been out and the severity of the injury. Still, Allen's mere presence on the roster could have a huge psychological impact on the team. Since joining the organization, he has been an example of leadership and consistency, even in difficult times. With the playoffs in sight, his return, even if limited, could be the emotional fuel the Commanders need to finish the regular season strong. Cautions before making any decisions. The coaching staff led by Quinn is taking a cautious approach, similar to the one they took with cornerback Marshawn Lattimore in previous situations. Each step of the recovery process will be carefully monitored, ensuring that Allen does not suffer complications related to the pressure on his surgically repaired biceps. If Allen continues to meet the milestones set by the medical team and does not experience any side effects, there is a good chance we will see him on the field before the end of the season. For him, this is a tremendous opportunity to contribute to a franchise facing a crucial moment. After years of frustration and ups and downs with the Commanders, Allen's return at this crucial moment would be a true triumph both personally and professionally. The only thing left to do now is wait and see if he can meet the criteria and make a difference down the stretch. The player the Commanders would steal from the Eagles. The Washington Commanders are preparing for a pivotal challenge against the Philadelphia Eagles in Week 16, the first of two divisional matchups that will mark the end of their regular season. In between those games, the Commanders will also face the Atlanta Falcons. However, the priority will undoubtedly be the duel against the Eagles, which will have the biggest impact on the team's ambitions of securing a playoff spot. Right now, the Commanders' fate is in their hands. They sit solidly in 7th place in the playoff standings, just behind the Green Bay Packers. However, any slip-up could prove costly, with the Seattle Seahawks hot on their heels, ready to take over if the boys in burgundy and gold fail in one of their final 3 games. What if there was a scenario in which the Commanders could steal a player from the Eagles to bolster them at this crucial time? The last time these teams met, the idea was to add talented wide receiver A.J. Brown alongside Terry McLaurin, creating an explosive duo for Jaden Daniels. But this time, we're going in a different direction, bolstering the running game. The Commanders' rushing attack needs a boost, and who better to fill that role than Saquon Barkley? Yes, we know Barkley isn't an Eagle, but if we're dreaming of impossible acquisitions, he's the running back who would transform Washington's offensive dynamic. While Brian Robinson and Austin Ekeler are both great running backs and play important roles on the team, neither is at Barkley's current level. With an impressive 1,688 rushing yards, 11 touchdowns, and an average of 5.9 yards per attempt, Barkley not only leads the league in several metrics, but he's been an unstoppable force on the field. Just imagine, a Commanders' ground attack led by Barkley would be the perfect piece to face a stout defense like the Eagles. Unfortunately, there's no way to make this steal happen, but it's worth dreaming. How wonderful it would be to see Barkley dominating in Washington colors.